The next nama is Pragvamshaha, Anadi Muktaha. So the namas from now will describe the Lord as the ruler of the jivas. So there are 14 names that do so. Anadi Muktaha Pranchaha Tesham Vamsha Samudbhava Bhumihi Nitya Swarupabhir Bhava Nibandhana Bhuta Iti. So he is the one who adds glory, attaches glory for the Nitya Suris. Ananta Garuda Vishwaksena are in Sri Vaikuntham. He attaches great deal of importance to them and glory for them. Since he gives glory, be it Adisesha, be it Garuda, to bring forth the service that they do, Yamunacharya says, Kantaste Purushottamaha Phanipatihi Shayyasanam Vahanam. Phanipatihi Shayyasanam Vahanam Vedatma. So Garuda is celebrated as the incarnation of Vedic quintessence, and he is called as a Shayya. For all of this, he is the one who grants the grace. So he is called as Pragvamshaha. The next one is Vamshavardhanaha. Vamsham Anantaroktam Swasantana Bhutam Nityavarga Siddhavargam Vardhayati Iti Vamshavardhanaha. He nurtures the Vamsha. What is the Vamsha? So the Vamsha that stands there is the Nityasuris Vargam. There are some eternal residents, like how we say the aborigines, like how we say the Native Americans. There are a group of people who belong to that land. So in that particular land, he is able to increase their devotion towards him and nurtures their Vamsha. So he is called as Vamshavardhanaha. The next nama is Bharabhrit Muktanam cha Bandhana Samsrana Swarupabhir Bhava Swafprapti Bharam Bibhartiti Bharabhrit. He frees the Baddhatma from all these deeds that could be preventing him from going to Vaikuntham. Since he frees the Baddhatma, puts him to the right path, puts him to the right upayam, puts him under the right acharya, and ensures he reaches him, he is called as Bharabhrit. The next one is Kathitaha. Uktavakshyamana Gunavattaya Sarvashastreshu Kathitaha. He has been mentioned of a repository of all good qualities in all the scriptures, be it Rigvedam, Yajurvedam, Samavedam, Atharvana Vedam. Rigvedam says, Araikane Vikate Girim Gacha Sadanveshirim Bitasya Che Bishtve Chatayamasi. So Rigveda says, walk towards that hill which will help you annihilate the sins. Talks about Tirumala Tirupati. Keshi Vishasya Patrena Rudrena Apibatsaha. He is the one who is the Antaryami to Rudra while he drank the poison. Rigveda talks about him. So then it says, Tatvishnoho Paramam Padam Sada Pashyanti Sureyaha. Attain that Vaikuntham, which is the Paramapadam. Then we have Sahasrakshaha Sahasrapat Sabhumim Vishwato Vritva Atyatishthad Dashangulam. It talks about him as the Purusha who is able to create that world. Then it comes to Mahabharatam. It comes to Ramayanam. It talks about him in detail in all scriptures. Since he is being mentioned in all the scriptures, undoubtedly as Parabrahmam, he is called as Kathitaha. The next nama is Yogi. Yujyate anena iti yogaha aghatita gatanartham mahaprabhavaha saha asyatishayena mahaprasadena cha. Now, he makes the impossible possible, and that which cannot be thought of, he will ensure that it happens. Since he brings forth those things which are opposite. A person who gets angry will not be able to shower mercy at the same time. A person who is soft and merciful will never want to get angry at that point in time. Whereas when he came as Nృsimha, he tore open Hiranyakashipu's chest. At the same time, he was showering the motherly grace on Prahlada. Sata patala bhīṣane sarabasa attahasod bhate spurat kriti parisputat bhrugutike bivaktre krite. Kripa kapatake sarin danujadimbadattastana saroja sadrisha drisha vyatibishajyate vyajyate. So there is a aghatita ghatana samarthyam in him. Hence he is called as Yogi. The next one is Yogishaha. Baddheshvapi sahaja samadhikanam sanakadi yoginamapi dhuryaha yogishaha. He grants the yogis and ensures that he is able to impart the perfection in them to performing yoga. Yoga here is just not the body exercise, it is an upayam. Bhakti yoga, sharanagati yoga. So he will ensure that the yoga is performed to perfection. So he is called Yogishaha. The next nama is sarvakamadah yogaskhalitebhyopi animadadi akantarataya dadati iti sarvakamadah. Now he will reward the yogis who have left the yoga shastram, be it bhakti yoga or sharanagati, in the middle, and he will grant the phalam. How? Indradyumnaha pandyakhandadirajaha tvadbhaktatma chandanadrau kadachit tvatsevayam magnadhiraluloke naiva agastyam praptamatithyakamam, says Narayana Bhattadri. Indradyumna was a Pandya Raja. He was performing bhakti yogam to the Lord. Apparently one day, thinking that he was overlooking him and was not respecting him, Agastya told that you should be born as an elephant. That Indradyumna was born as a Gajendra and was worshipping the Lord. Then, when the crocodile with its jaws was able to catch hold of one of the legs of the elephant cried in help. Adi Bijaya, Adi Avyaktaya. So it cried out for help. How can an elephant know the essence of the Lord? Because that bhakti yoga which was performed then, it was continued by the Lord's grace here in Gajendra Moksham. Since he does so, he is called Sarva Kamadaha. The next nama is Ashramaha. Tato Nivritya Subhiksha Paravidyeshu Vaishnava Geheshu Tesham Vishranti Hetuhu Ashramaha. He is the one who makes those who want to attain him at the same time a Vaishnava. So he will ensure that he grants them that Vaishnava Tattvam. Hence, he is called Ashramaha. People who have left their yoga in the middle, people who have fallen the way, he will ensure that he gives a Sattvika Jnanam, makes him a Vaishnava where he is able to be empathetic to creatures and people around him. Since he is so, he is called Ashramaha. The next nama is Shramanaha. Bhoga Janmabhyad Anupa Kshina Sarvai Samskarais Tatra Samadhi Seshaha Anayasena Shramyate Abhyasta iti Shramanaha. So, if they have left in their previous births the yoga, in the current birth, he will ensure he grants the knowledge about that yoga and will instill the interest in the person to continue that yoga. Bhakti yoga can be continued. Sharanagati can be practiced in that janma only. If I perform Sharanagati, it will give me phala in the same janma. It will not be a carryover. Bhakti yoga could be a carry forward. Since he is called as Shramanaha. The next nama is Kshamaha. Evam swayogabhimukhyamatreణ te yoga bhrashta api durgam taritum kshamante asmat iti kshamaha. So, it may so happen that people who have fallen off the yoga shastra in their life, he will ensure that he will grant the grace for them to perform the yoga. Thereby they will become a baddha to a muktatma. So there is moksham guaranteed in that case as well. Since he is able to mend those errors which happen in the practitioner's yoga, he is called as Kshamaha. The next nama is Suparnaha. Evam Pratyapanna Samadhin Samadhi Vipakadvara Tamasaha Param Nayati iti Suparnaha. A person who says, I will perform Ashtanga Yoga, Yamam, Niyamam, Asanam, Pranayamam, Pratyaharam, Dharana, Dhyanam, Samadhi. In the 8th stage of Ashtanga Yoga, when one person keeps all the external senses inactive, the senses will not be able to pick up any signals. Now the internal mind is fixed. It will not have any attachment to the outside world. There is a body, but the mind is completely with the Lord. At that point in time, the eyes will keep focused on the nose and it is slightly open. In that case, you can see the Lord in this gap. The person who is able to visualize the Lord in the Samadhi stage, by removing the darkness around him, is called as Suparnaha. The 860th nama, Vayuvahanaha. Tancha prabala hetubhihi patitan api vayuna anupamagatvarena patagapatina vahayatyuttarayati iti vayuvahanaha. He is the one who is able to lift those people who have fallen off the yoga trap. People who have fallen off the yoga means and have fallen and do not know what to do. In that case, with the help of Garuda, he lifts them. How he does so? there are many cases where Garuda has played a role in Ramayanam. While they were all fallen because of Naga Pasham, which is the astram because of Naga, it was Garuda who came to the rescue. Gaganachara Kanakagiri Gari Madhara Nigamamaya Nija Garuda Garuda Nila Lavagalita Vishavadana Shara Kadana, says Vedanta Deshika. So Garuda came to the rescue. So using a Nityasuri like Garuda to uplift such people, he is called as Vayu Vahanaha. The next nama is Dhanurdharaha. Idrig upasakanam kantha kodharanaya swayameva dhanurdharaha. To protect his devotees, he has to have a weapon. What is the weapon he holds? He holds the weapon called Sharanga. The way he holds Sharanga describes how beautifully he is able to adjust himself. Since he holds the Sharanga, in the beautiful city of Kumbhakonam, Bhaskara Kshetram, the Lord is referred to as Sharangapani. It is not Sarangapani, it is Sharangapani. So since he holds the Sharanga, as always, with such great ease, he is called as Dhanurdharaha. Later we will come across names. We have already come across Sudhanva. Here there is also another name, Sharanga Dhanva. So Sharanga Dhanva anu Kampa says Vedanta Deshika. That Sharanga Dhanva is Dhanurdharaha. The next nama is Dhanurvedaha. Anyepi Suranarendra Dayo Dhanuradikam Tattat Shastra Pravartake Asmin Vindati iti Dhanurvedaha. He is the one who revealed the necessary text along with its meaning, along with the panktis as required by the Devas. So this person who's able to dispense this nama, which will help dispense the knowledge of Dhanurveda to the interested students at the right point in time, is called Dhanurvedaha.